Hi Conley Clan fam, it is that time of month again. It is grocery haul time, and this is our end of the month grocery haul wrap up. So we are going between two houses again this time. We're starting in Texas and we will be ending in our Nebraska house in Omaha, and we are trying to save some money. We do that every time we travel, and so we will be eating out of our pantry a little bit this month too. So hopefully I'll be able to save quite a bit of money just like I did last month. It is our second week of the month HEB order. And we're going to start here with our dinners, of course. So this week I am going to make a soup. Now the weather is still hot here, but it is not 100 every day anymore. It is now like closer to 90. It is cloudy though a little bit, so we get some cooler days with a breeze, which is nice. So I'm going to make the soup that Sean's grandma taught me how to make. It is a vegetable soup, so I use broccoli and cauliflower. You could use whatever you want in it, but that's all I needed. I had all the other ingredients, which is great. So I'm going to make that for a dinner. The kids don't love it, but Sean and I really love it. Then I'm going to make tacos. I think I'm going to do those tonight. I've got the super stuffer tacos there, the taco shells, hard shell. We usually do soft shell, but every once in a while I throw in hard shell and the kids love it. They also like the Taco Bell Doritos Locos tacos. So I bought some nacho cheese stuffers. These are the stand-up ones. So we're going to go ahead and use those too. I think they're going to be very happy that we have something a little bit different, and they do love those. So along with the tacos is, of course, the ground beef. So I've got 2 pounds of ground beef and then 2 packages of the taco seasoning to go in there. We use all kinds of things on our tacos. So this bag of mild cheddar, we'll use some of that for the tacos. Also, we could always use one thing I absolutely love about shopping is when I can make meals that I use similar ingredients. So that way if we have extras of something, I can just use it in the other meal. For instance, like the lettuce or the sour cream or the guac or the tomatoes. And I can use that in any of our Mexican meals. So we could use that for our tacos. Then also we're going to make Mexican pizzas, which is Sean's new favorite. So I got a bag of 50 tortillas. We do actually still have some up in our cupboard, but I wanted to make sure that we had enough. So I'm going to go ahead and use these for the Mexican pizzas. It does take 1 pound of the ground beef. This is a little over 2 pounds. I might use some of this for the Mexican pizzas, or I might have to just go grab a little bit more. I forgot to buy a 1 pounder this time. So this right here, this taco seasoning, will be for the Mexican pizzas. Also, the rest of the stuff I already have in the pantry, like the beans and the enchilada sauce and all that stuff. So some of these tomatoes, though, for the people who like them, like Sean and I, we can use these tomatoes on top of there, but like the kids do not really like those. We are also going to make power bowls. So I've got 3 cans of the black beans. The kids really love the black beans on the power bowls, which is great. We also use that for when we do walking tacos. I've got the salsa and the rice, and actually I have the taco seasoning, extra taco seasoning in my pantry, and I usually put that in the brown rice when I'm making my Mexican dishes. The lettuce is a big, huge thing. I do actually have some in the fridge still from last time, but the lettuce, we usually use it like kind of like a salad, so that will take quite a bit of, that'll probably take all of that lettuce, and we may use some of the other lettuce in there also. Then the sour cream is a big thing in the power bowls. I have like half the people like it and half the people don't. Sean and I love it, like Jade loves it, Lily loves it, Charlie loves it, but we have a lot of kids that don't. Rosie hates it, Elena hates it, so they do not use sour cream. Then I got this guacamole, which, ooh, doesn't this look yummy? Oh my gosh. So that will be for the power bowls too. I know they put that in there when we go to Taco Bell and get them. And then the grilled chicken breast. I will cook this and then cut it up, and we will use that for our power bowls, and the tomatoes too. So, and then also, guys, I bought a second bag of the mild cheddar cheese because I wanted to make sure that we didn't run out. We did not run out last time, but we have a lot of stuff here that's going to use cheese. We usually use like almost probably half of this bag of cheese will go in our soup to make it cheesy. Now you don't have to do that. That's just something that I started doing for our version of the soup, and that is not something really that Sean's grandma did. She might have thrown a little bit in there, but not much, but we really like it cheesy. So we use a lot of cheese in our soups. All right, so I have soup, tacos, Mexican pizzas, power bowls. We already have stuff in the cupboard for spaghetti, so we're going to make that. We already have stuff in the fridge and, well, I guess in the pantry for homemade pizza. We're going to have a homemade pizza tomorrow night. We love our homemade pizza nights, like I said, and we hadn't had a chance to make it yet. I shopped this order right here a few days early, so we still have a couple of the meals left over from last time. And then we'll move on to lunches. So I'm going to go right down here. So we have the pepperoni slices and also the mozzarella, and that is to make pizza bombs. So we will have pizza bombs and homemade pizza probably in the same week, but the kids just love pizza so much that really is not a problem. So the pizza bombs, and then we are going to have hoagies. So John asked me if this could be one of our meals this week, so I went ahead and bought the sub rolls. And we have tons of lunch meat over here. I've got ham. I've got one small pack of ham, a very large pack of ham, and then I also got a turkey in case somebody wanted something different than ham, and so this is a large turkey. So that will be to make the subs. I also got a lot of cheese this time. We went through all of our cheese, we got it all used, and so I needed to buy more for sure. We have the singles here, the American singles, which I always refer to this as the cheap cheese, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 of the mild cheddar squares, and then also a Colby and Monterey Jack, and I actually bought 2 of those. This right here is the kids' favorite cheese, the ones that like this kind. The rest of the kids, actually, if you can believe it, will only eat this kind. For instance, John hated cheese for years and years, and now he's starting to like cheese on things, and a lot of times he chooses this. So, just depends, it's so funny because all the kids have different tastes, and you just kind of have to get what they like. So we get a lot of different kinds of stuff. And then also we are going to do just a chicken strip lunch, something easy and fast for the days where maybe we're home making a lot of breakfast or dinner stuff. And also I got some crispy rounds to go with those chicken strips, so that way they can have just a little something extra with that. A lot of times too, if they're still hungry, they will always go straight to the fruit, or even if they don't want seconds, like if they're just a little bit hungry, they'll say, hey, can I have an apple instead of seconds? And I'll say, of course, I'd much rather you have fruit. Then we are going to make with the gourmet nacho cheese and some of the ham back here. We're going to make ham and cheese bombs. I saw this on Pinterest. Looks so good. We already make the pizza bombs, so we know how to make the dough. And we are going to make ham and cheese bombs, and I think the kids are going to love those. Something new. We've never made them before, but I think they'll be just as easy as the pizza bombs, and I think they will be so good. I think the kids are going to love those. Then Emma has been bugging me for, I don't know, probably at least 2 months about making corn dogs. And we were going to make them, and then I didn't have the stuff I needed, and so we ended up not being able to make them. And this time I finally was able to get what I needed for the corn dog. So I got the yellow cornmeal. I think it takes this half and half. That's for one of the recipes, and I think it's this one. We've got the big package of hot dogs here, so I think there's 24 in these. And then I've got the little sticks here to put in the corn dogs, so that way they're easier to eat. She was so excited when she found out that I got this stuff because she has been really wanting to make these homemade corn dogs. And the kids love corn dogs, so they will definitely eat those. And then also on a couple other days, one, we're going to do just an easy ramen. Ramen cups, I have a lot of those in the cupboard. And we have been finding that it's just easier to do a couple really easy lunches some days. And then the other thing is leftovers. We have a lot of leftovers lately, and I am not sure why, but we have been eating leftovers on 1 day a week. So I love that, though. I love getting all the food eaten up. Then here we have all these bags of chips. I have not bought bags of chips in a very long time. And this time I bought them. They will go with our sub sandwiches and anything else we need a little bit of an extra substitute. So I bought all different kinds. I've got the loaded baked potato. I've got these back here, which are jalapeno queso. And then I've got the sour cream and onion. That's what I was trying not to do, and I did it. I've got the queso chips, the wavy queso. I've got the wavy sour cream and onion. And I've got the original wavy chip. So a lot of different kinds of chips, and I'm sure the kids will find something there that they like. On to our breakfast stuff. Now you can see there really isn't much here, and I also love this too. When I have stuff in the fridge or the pantry already and I don't have to buy a lot of it. So for our breakfast, we're going to start here with oatmeal. I have a little less than half of one of these in the cupboard. So we should be able to get, I thought I could get 2 meals out of this one, and I wasn't able to. So this one with our extra, we should be able to make 2 meals out of that. And then I've got the syrup. So we are going to have pancakes. We have not had pancakes in a long time, and the kids have been asking about it. So I did get something fun though. This time I liked getting a few things that were kind of fun. So we got our regular syrup here, and I've got strawberry syrup. Ooh, and I think the kids are going to love this. I could have chosen from strawberry or blueberry, and only a couple kids like blueberries, so I got the strawberry instead. But I think they're going to really enjoy having that on their pancakes. And then I thought one of the days we could do the bacon. I could do that with our pancakes, or I could do it with our eggs. And so we had bacon one morning, I think it's been a couple weeks ago, and the kids just loved it. And it really wasn't too expensive this time, or last time either. So I went ahead and got it, because that's just a little bit of a treat, I feel like. And then I've got the pork sausage here. We're going to make biscuits and gravy. I had all the other things I needed other than the pork sausage. So we're going to make biscuits and gravy for breakfast. And then another new thing, I'm going to make something called ham, egg, and cheese cups. And I guess you take this ham and you put it in like a muffin tin, and then you crack an egg in it, and you put cheese over it, and then you bake them in the oven, and they're like little cups. It cooks the egg inside the ham, and oh my gosh, they look so good. I think they're keto, but oh, yum. That looked just so yummy to me on Pinterest. And so I thought, let's try those. So that is something new to us as well. I've got some sausage, just so we can have eggs and sausage a couple days. So I got links and patties both, because the kids like them both, and I like to just change it up a little bit once in a while, just to give them something a little bit different. So for breakfast we have oatmeal, we have biscuits and gravy, we have the ham, egg, and cheese cups, we have eggs and bacon, or eggs and sausage, and we've got our pancakes with our yummy syrup over there. And then one thing, and I already had everything, is strawberry muffins. So we're going to make strawberry muffins. I still have the strawberries in the fridge. They're still actually good, if you can believe it. We might make that for tomorrow. That would be a really good breakfast for tomorrow. And then I'm going to use, if you remember, I have a 50-pack of tortillas. I also have some tortillas up here in my cupboard. And so we are going to make breakfast quesadillas. Our kids love quesadillas, and having some eggs on there with maybe some ham or some sausage, I thought that sounded really yummy. So we are going to do breakfast quesadillas as well. Now, on to the snacks. So first, we are going to try doing our morning coffee. If you notice, and you'll notice over here, I do not have any energy drinks, and that is because I have been trying not to drink them. Again, I'm trying. So I thought if I wanted something, I could maybe do some coffee. And then Sean, he'll do coffee sometimes too, and then not do energy drinks also. So I got the vanilla caramel for our coffee creamer. I've got a little mini applesauce here. I should have got a big one. I bought a mini one, but this is for a snack. Then I got all of our fruits here for snacks. So I got a bag of apples. They did not have our Red Delicious, which is what the kind the kids like. So I went ahead and just got this because I thought some were better than none. I did get a big thing of grapes here. The kids have been wanting grapes, and so I got those. I got a bag of oranges. This is, I think, a 4-pound bag of oranges. I got a bunch of bananas, actually 2 different things of bananas there. The kids will go through that in a day. Actually, Christian's already broken into that and got one because he really wanted one. And then I've got a watermelon. We haven't had watermelon for a couple weeks, and I thought I would just go ahead and get one for a nice treat. And then carrots are our veggie of choice, and so I got a bag of carrots. Kids love to have kids love having those for snack too. I really love when the kids like eating healthy, and so I do feel like getting a variety of fruits is good. Sometimes I'll get just what I know they absolutely love, which are the apples and oranges. But I do like sometimes getting things like the watermelon and grapes. Then I've got some chips. Sometimes we'll have these in the evening before dinner. I got the lightly seasoned and I got the yellow corn. Now Rosie and I really like those really like the lightly seasoned ones, and Sean does not. He likes the yellow corn. So I got a bag of each, and we do still have some in the cupboard that we haven't eaten yet, which I can't believe that they're still up there, but we do. And we might use some of that gourmet cheese from the ham and cheese bombs on those chips, because that is my absolute favorite kind of cheese. Like I said last time, I swear it tastes like movie theater nacho cheese. Then I've got the unsalted butter, and then they substituted a salted butter because they did not have 2 of these packs, which is fine. We could probably use the salted in a different recipe, so I got that. Here, they did make a little bit of a mistake. I got 2 of these fine Himalayan salts, but they ended up giving me a coarse one, which I'll either take that back and exchange it, or I think I have a grinder in the cupboard. I could just always use that. I don't prefer doing it that way, but we could. And then the black pepper as an extra. I've got our milk back here. We do have some in the fridge, but every once in a while we have a recipe that calls for milk, and I do know our soup will take up a lot of milk, so we will use the one that's in there and then start on that one. I've got a bag of bacon pieces. If you know us, you know we go through a lot of these. I could put these on our breakfast quesadillas. I could do all kinds of these things. They could go in the soup. So I've got the bacon pieces because we use them on everything. Salads, and oh, they're good. And then I've got the cream cheese. I just used, only had one in the fridge. I just used half of it. We did bagel sandwiches for a couple of the kids that really love those. They love cream cheese on them, and so we went ahead and got another one just to keep in the fridge. This was a freebie, actually. Sean loves cottage cheese, and it was buy one of these items here. I can't remember which item, and then you get free cottage cheese. So I got a free cottage cheese there, but Sean will be happy about that. Then I've got the baby wipes. I got a 3-pack here. I've got baby diapers, size 2 this time. So he's just moved into a size 2, which means he is definitely a growing boy. I haven't weighed him recently, but he will be weighed soon at his checkup when we get back to Omaha. So I will be curious to see what he weighs. And then I've got the chicken fried rice. This is for me, and I thought this would be maybe just a lunch when I don't like what the kids are having. Like sometimes they'll have ramen, and although I love ramen, I don't always eat it. So this would be a good lunch for me. Then we're going to go back here. I've got my dishwasher packs or dishwasher pods. We were just about out, needed those. We've got our buttermilk. I can't remember what recipe this goes in. It's in one of those, maybe the corn dogs, but I needed that. And then I got a honey. We were all out, and I just like to keep those in the cupboard. We use it like in our homemade granola when we do that, and for other things we like to use it as a sweetener, and so I like to keep those on hand. Now treats. Okay, I haven't bought treats in a little while. Sometimes we'll just buy them like when we randomly go into town, and we'll get them for the kids. But I haven't done them in a grocery haul in a while. So I got popsicles for the kids. It's always nice to have those on a hot summer day. And then I got some different ice creams for us to try and see what they taste like. So I've got butter pecan, which is my favorite. I've got the candy bar, which that sounds really yummy. I got the dulce de leche, which will be interesting to see what that tastes like. I think that might be like a caramel or something like that. I can't remember. I used to get a coffee like that, and it was really good. I've got caramel pecan turtle, which sounds yummy to me too. I've got the mint chocolate chip. That is actually one of my favorites also. And then cookies over Texas. And I thought that would be a good one to try. So I forgot this time because my favorites list, or my things you buy all the time list from the store, is never filling itself in. And so I forgot my toilet paper and paper towels. So I may have to pick those up, or hopefully I can wait until next week because we have enough, because I have been trying to buy extra for just in case time like this. But this order right here for the second week of September was $345.92. We are on grocery week 2 for September, and for that grocery week, we were in Texas, and we were getting ready to leave. So we knew we were leaving, and we did not know what day we were leaving. And I just found that it would be easier to just go to the store like each day, and we would buy like dinner for that night and then breakfast and lunch for the next day. And that way, I was actually able to use a lot of the stuff out of our fridge and any of the open stuff in our pantry. So we ate up like the tortillas and any of the milk and sour cream and cheese and stuff like that we had that was open that wasn't going to last. But we didn't want to waste it. And so we based our meals around that. And because we didn't know we were going to leave, we just did it kind of like a daily thing. And I didn't film all of that, but we did spend probably right around $200 for that week. Now, that is not very much at all because usually we're up into like $350 a week. But I was able to get away with doing it that way by only eating what we had in the fridge, like using all that stuff in the fridge to make the meals. And so we were able to save quite a bit of money that week by doing it that way. Also, we did have stuff in the pantry, like noodles for butter garlic noodles. We had some stuff up there for spaghetti. We had some stuff in the pantry we had like mac and cheese and things like that. And we did eat a bunch of that up. I was going to leave it in the pantry. We did end up leaving a bunch of ramen in the cupboard. So that way when we go back, we will have some ramen there for a lunch, so we don't have to immediately rush to the store. So I did do that. But we spent for our second week of groceries in September, $200. We are back from Texas. We are in our Omaha house, and I did just a little mini Walmart order just to get us through the next couple days. Actually, probably just a day, so I can do an Aldi order. So I've got paper towels because we were out here. I've got the dishwasher pods. We only had like 3 left, and we do a lot of dishes in this house. So I got a big thing of the pods. Training pants. I had diapers, but I think I'm out of training pants, so I went ahead and got a bag of those. And then I've got some animal crackers for a snack. That will get us through probably a day or two. I've got energy drinks back there. Those are for tomorrow morning. Some milk with breakfast. We could make some oatmeal with that. Also, I got an 18-pack of eggs for some scrambled eggs, or the kids are really loving the over easy eggs, so we'll probably do that. I got some bread to make toast with our breakfast, so 3 loaves of bread. And then I've got something for dinner tonight. I got the Kraft singles, which will go with our hamburgers, so we can make cheeseburgers. So we're going to have hamburgers on the grill. These cheddar cheese and bacon grillers are really yummy. Sean and I love them, so we're going to grill those up too. And then we've got just some hot dogs for the kids that either want something like one of seconds, like a hamburger and a hot dog, or that don't like the hamburgers. So we've got a little mix here going on. We're going to grill tonight. It is such cool weather here that grilling sounds really fun. So we're going to do that. We haven't done that in a long time. I've got the hot dog buns and then 2 different kinds of hamburger buns. And that is really it. I've got one other thing I'm going to show you here real quick to finish up this order. As you guys know, I usually forget this, but I got our bag of dog food, and we've got our little Quinn here, and she is checking it out. So total with the order inside and my dog food is $88.33. And hopefully that will get us through until lunchtime tomorrow. All right, we've got almost a week's worth of groceries here. I shopped at Aldi this time. We are back in Omaha, and so Aldi is where we usually go. This is almost a week's worth because I will probably go shopping in the middle of next week, or probably more like the beginning of next week. And so I only bought up until then, but I'm going to start down here with the energy drinks. They gave me 7. I ordered 8. But you know what? I really haven't been drinking them very often. I did drink one on the way home from Texas, and then the morning we got back, which was yesterday. And so, but otherwise, I hadn't had any in probably over a week. Rolled oats. We're going to have oatmeal for breakfast. I already have some milk in the fridge. We went and grabbed just a couple things yesterday from Walmart, and so I got milk in that order. I've got 2 things of bagels. I've got cinnamon raisin and the plain. And then I've got some cream cheese, strawberry, and the regular cream cheese to go on the bagel. So we'll do that for breakfast. Then this time I remembered we need 2 of the Fairlife milks to make enough yogurt to feed everybody. Otherwise the kids are still hungry. So I got 2 Fairlife milks, and then I've got some of the Greek yogurt here. I had some in the fridge, but I was a little worried because we've been gone for 2 months and it was open. It probably wasn't any good. And my starter stuff that I had in the fridge I knew wasn't good. So we're going to just start over. I've got the eggs, so 3 cartons of eggs, the 12-pack eggs, and that is just to supplement because now that we've traveled again, our chickens probably are going to take a little bit to start laying. Man, they were laying a lot. We were getting like 8 or 9 eggs a day in Texas right before we left, so I'm hoping they will get there again. They do really like this chicken coop that we have here, so hopefully they'll start laying soon. I've got 2 boxes of sausage. That is just for one of the days to have sausage with our eggs, but usually we have eggs and toast. So I got 4 loaves of bread so we can make some toast with our eggs. The kids like making egg sandwiches, which, ooh, I love those when I was a kid too. So they will probably do that a couple times. But also with the bread, I'm going to make sandwiches. So I've got some ham and cheese there for sandwiches. That is for obviously a lunch. The cheese, some of the kids like that cheese, and then some of them like what I refer to as the cheap cheese. And we do have some of that in the fridge. I got that at Walmart yesterday. And so we will have ham sandwiches. And then I've got 3 bags of chips here. So I got the ranch, they're like ranch Doritos. And then I've got the wavy chips, and then these back here are sour cream and onion. And so I got those 3 bags of chips to go with our sandwiches. Next, I've got bean burritos. So I've got 2 cans of beans, the refried beans, and then I've got 2 packages of the tortillas, and I have been getting the small ones like the fajita style, but I got the regular ones this time instead. I don't usually order fajita ones from Aldi, but I did see them there, so I think I might get those next time. And then next is salad. So I've got 2 heads of lettuce. I've got 3 packages of the bacon bits, and then I've got 1 package of the pepitas. I've really been missing these. I love these on my salad, and I couldn't find them at H-E-B. So I got those finally, so I'm excited about having those on my salad this time. Next is chicken patties. I got 2 bags of chicken patties, and then 2 packages of buns. And so we will have chicken patties, and I was thinking I bought 3 bags of chips. Actually, I ordered more chips than that, but they have this salsa kind the kids love, and they were out of those. So I was supposed to have 2 extra bags of chips there, but we do have some pretzels that we brought from Texas, and they haven't been opened yet. So we'll use that too. So we're going to do chips or pretzels maybe with our chicken patties for a lunch. Next is our dinners, and we are going to have baked potato bar. So I've got 2 bags of 5-pound potatoes. So we probably won't use all of those for a dinner. So some of those will also be used for lunches. We sometimes like having baked potatoes for lunch as well. But I did get 2 cans of the chili to go on our baked potatoes. Then 1 jar of the queso dip from Aldi. So we will use that on our baked potatoes. The kids love the chili cheese. We also got this kind of cheese, the shredded cheddar. I swear, I keep saying I'm going to get a Sam's membership, and I really think at the beginning of October that I am going to get a Sam's membership and start buying block. We already have a really cool cheese grater that works great, and so I think I'm going to start buying the block cheese from Sam's. So, but I got this time. That is to go on our baked potatoes as well. Also, we will not use the whole bag on baked potatoes, so I will also use it for our bean and cheese burritos down there that we're going to have. Also, the next item that I got, oh, wait, let me tell you though, also for our baked potatoes, the kids love all kinds of things on their potatoes. So the biggest hit is the chili cheese, I feel like. But they also will have like sour cream, and they will have bacon bits, and they will have barbecue, if you can believe it. I don't know where the barbecue comes in, but they have barbecue on it. So they have all kinds of things that they will use for, like if we have leftovers from our salad or things like that. So we do use a lot of stuff in our baked potato bars. Also, I've got mashed potatoes and chicken with gravy. The kids, this is one of their favorite meals. They request it quite often. I wish I could have time to make the homemade potatoes instead of buying box, but they just take so much time. I might start doing that in the future because they taste so much better, but right now I'm just looking for easy. So I got 2 boxes of the mashed potatoes there, and then I've got 3 cans of the cream of chicken soup for gravy, and I've got our boneless chicken tenderloins. Those will go in the crock pot and cook all day, so they're super tender to go on top of those mashed potatoes there. Next, really easy, I've got chicken flavored rice. Usually we'll throw chicken in it, but I have found that when we do that, it really makes it soggy, and the kids really like it without the chicken in it. And so I am just making the rice only as a dinner, and the kids actually they really like it. I've got a lot of kids that love that rice, and so that will be an easy dinner night. Now, a new recipe that I thought looked really good is Southwest rice. And so I am going to try the Southwest rice and see how it tastes. It sounds really good. So I've got 2 of the boxes of the chicken stock, 2 cans of the black beans. I've got 1 can of these green chilies and tomatoes. I love these. And then I've got 6 cans of the corn. I won't use all 6 in the corn. If I don't use all, I know I won't use all 6, but depending on how many I use, I'll probably use 2, and then I'll use the other 4 cans to have as a side with our mashed potatoes and chicken. So I will use a couple cans of the corn in the rice. I've got the white rice here, and I bought this kind because we have a rice maker that once I figured out how to use it, now I know, don't laugh at me, but it took me a minute to figure out with their measuring cup, if I used the measuring cup or if I was supposed to use my own measuring cup. So anyways, but we figured out how to use it, and the rice turned out awesome. I love using that rice maker. And so we're going to use the rice maker to make that. It also called for garlic, and I wasn't sure how much I had of that, so I went ahead and got another one. I've got the hamburger to go in the rice, and then I've got the cheese to go on the top. It also does call for onions, probably just 1, but I went ahead and got a bag of the yellow onions anyways. We do use these when we grill a lot and in other meals, and I cut them up really small, and actually Emma usually helps me chop them up. She likes doing that, and funny enough, so does John, because they like to see if they can do it without their eyes watering, which is so funny. But we try to cut them up really small because the kids hate if they think onions are in things. But I think it just gives it so much more flavor. So that is for our Southwest rice. Next is our bean dip. So back here, I've got 4 cans, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, of the refried beans. And I've got 4 bags of the tortilla chips. We probably won't use all 4 for our bean dip. We probably will use 2 of those, and then we can have 2 of those to use for snacks, or if the kids want to do chips and cheese for lunch, things like that. The one thing that they don't have, like they used to sell it, but they never sell it anymore at Aldi, is their enchilada sauce. And so I'm going to have to get that from Walmart. I think I might actually have some in the pantry already, so I will look. If I don't, I'll just make a quick run to Walmart and grab some enchilada sauce. That's easy enough. Also, this cheese will be used for that bean dip as well as for the Southwest rice. Next is our fruit and veggies. So I've got a bag of carrots, a bag of apples, a bag of oranges, and I got a ton of bananas. I think I ordered 20 bananas here because everybody always wants one, and then they want 2, and then Christian wants 5, and then everybody's like, I didn't get one. And so I'm like, next time I order bananas, I'm going to get just a ton of them. So I'm glad to see that they're not super green. They are green, but they are not as green as I have seen them at Aldi. So these will definitely ripen up. So I'm happy about that. Snack. Back here, I got just a box of cheese crackers. We've been making our own. We do have popcorn in the cupboard already, and Lily asked me if I would get those because we have not had the cheese crackers in a long time since we've started making our homemade stuff. So I went ahead and got those just as a little treat for the kids to have. Here's our sour cream I was talking about. We use this for everything, all of our Mexican dishes, our eggs. So we use it on our baked potatoes, just on literally everything, I feel like. Now, I'm going to admit, though, I've got probably, 5 or 6 kids that do not like it. But Sean and I, and then a few of the other kids really like it. And I know Sean really loves to have it on everything. So I always make sure I have the sour cream around. And then this is Sean and my favorite salsa. And so I got some of that salsa so we can use that with our chips if we're going to have them for a snack. Back here I've got our paper towels, and I got into a habit of buying paper towels, and Sean really does like using those for certain things. So I'll probably continue to buy them occasionally. But I have paperless towels in my drawer, and I forgot, so I need to make sure we get those back out so we can use those more often, and we can use less of those. And then I've got the toilet paper. We had some, but we were getting low, so I went ahead and got another one. I usually get one every week. I've got a box of Kleenexes there. I've got a 3-pack of the baby wipes. I've got diapers for Logan. Those are size 2 now. And I've got 2 soaps. We were like out of this soap, and so I got 2, one for now and one for a backup. I got taco seasoning, and you know what? I don't know what I was thinking. I got into such a habit. It's so funny how you get into these bad habits and how easy you can forget things. But I have a bunch of homemade taco seasoning, and so I really didn't need those, and I completely forgot until I looked on the back of my stove, and I'm like, wait a minute, I already have taco seasoning, and it's better than that because I homemade it. I've got vanilla that goes in a lot of the snacks and baking that we do. I've got this mayonnaise for a backup. You know what, actually I can't remember. I think I have some, but we've been gone for a while. I might just throw that one away and open this one up for our ham sandwiches that we're going to have, and then any other kind of sandwiches, obviously. I've got butter, I've got flour, and that is it. So this here cost me $257.91. I did have a little bit of cash back. I actually think $17 worth from doing pickup orders, and from this order I got $12 saved for next time. I am really liking that cash back. So we aren't doing too bad for the month of September. We spent probably about what we used to spend before all the price increases. So for the second part of the month, our total was $892.16. But for the total, that's what everyone wants to know. How did I do for the entire month? So for the entire month of September, I spent $1,708.70. Now that's not too bad, considering we had been spending about $1,900 a month. So that's about a $200 savings. But I will say that it really helps by eating things out of the pantry, number one. And number two is when I went through the fridge and said, I've got these ingredients, so I only need this one thing to make this meal. That really helped too. Although what that did is it completely emptied out our fridge. So we have like nothing left in our fridge back in Texas. Of course, that's how we want it when we leave. But we did not have to throw away a whole lot of stuff. We did have to throw away a little bit, so it didn't get rotten in the fridge, but not much. So by using the pantry and the fridge, I was really able to save a little bit of money. So $200 is pretty good, and that is about what we used to spend between $1,600 and $1,700 before all the price increases. So I am really happy about that. Although you can't sustain that every single month, but by doing that, I think every month it would help me save money. Now, I don't know how I'm going to do next month because we've just started out here again. When we got home, our fridge was empty. And so next month we will be here in Omaha, and we will be eating in Omaha all month. And so we will see. If you're curious how I do next month and if I'm able to save any money or what that looks like, make sure you check back with us next month for October's grocery haul. But thank you for watching this grocery haul, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.